In this video, we will discuss about users, user groups, and data management concepts, which are a part of security. Now, let's discuss in detail about users. Click the Admin Console module, which displays the Profiles page. Hover on the security snippet and click on Users. Option to navigate to the Users session page. By default, All Users tab is selected and displayed. You can also view the details such as used and total pro user and display user license keys. Click the Logged In Users, which displays the current logged in users details. Click All Users tab again. Click the Table Fields icon, which displays all the tabular grid columns. By default, all the fields are selected. As an example, let's uncheck Plain Expiry Date column, which removes the selected field from the grid. Now check box Plain Expiry Date column again, which adds the selected field to the tabular grid. Click the Save option to update the changes. Click the Export to CSV icon to export and download all the tabular grid users' details into a CSV file. A search text field is used to search for any content from the All Users page. As an example, let's search for the RD user and click Enter to filter the results. Click the Plus User option, which opens a Create User pop-up window. Provide the desired username under the username text field, first name under the first name text field, last name under the last name text field, email under the email text field, password under the password text field, confirm password under the confirm password text field. Click the user type drop-down list to view two user types, namely Pro User and Display User. A Pro User is an advanced user who can actually perform all the required operations from the DataTrust application. A Display User is a user who can only view the snapshot, prepared dataset, or profile data without having access to perform the required operations from the DataTrust application. Selecting the Display User from the user type drop-down list creates a Display User. An administrator option is disabled if you select the user type as Display User. You can enable or disable Active Directory authentication for Display User type. Now select the user type as Pro User and checkbox the administrator to give admin access to Pro User. You can also enable or disable Active Directory authentication for Pro User as well. Let's uncheck the Active Directory authentication option, add the required password and confirm password, text, fields, and click the Save option to create a Pro User with admin access. You can see the newly created user RDT admin. Checkbox any user to enable different options. Click the Edit icon, which pops up an Edit User pop-up window from where you can edit the details of the selected user, and click the Save option to update the changes. Click the Cancel option to close this window. Let's close this window. Click the Delete icon, which opens a Delete User pop-up window. The delete type is switched to Soft Delete by default. Soft Delete type doesn't delete the user permanently, leaving behind all to the content created by the user. Switch the delete type to permanent and you can view a warning info as permanent delete removes the user completely. Here, the selected user didn't create any content, but once any content is created, you will see All Users drop-down list from where you can transfer the content to any selected user before deleting that particular selected user. Delete option helps in deleting the selected user. Cancel option closes the pop-up window. Let's close this window. Click the Login History icon to view the selected user login history details, such as logged in date time, logged out date time, IP address, device OS, and browser. Close this tab. Click All Users tab again. Click the refresh icon to refresh All Users page. Now, checkbox any user and click the User Status icon to open User Status pop-up window. By default, the user status is active. Select the Inactive option and click the Change Status option to inactivate the selected user. Cancel option closes the pop-up window. Let's close this window. Uncheck the user and click the Locked Users option to open Locked Users pop-up window. A locked user is any type of user who enters the wrong password twice or thrice. An admin user can unlock any locked user from here. As an example, let's checkbox user Aditya and click the unlock option to unlock the selected user. Let's discuss in detail about user groups. Click the Admin Console module. Hover on the security snippet and click the User Groups option to navigate to the User Group Session page. Here, you can view a user group tabular grid with different column parameters, such as the column group name displays the user group names, the column group description displays the user group description, the column created on displays the user group created date and time. The column created by displays all user groups created users details. The column modified on displays the user group last modified date and time. And the column modified by displays the user group modified user details. Now, click on the plus user group option which pops up Create User Group window. Provide the required information such as group name, description, users, and profiles under the given text fields. Click the Save option to create the user group. The created user group will be added and displayed. Select any user group parameter, for example, say Reconciliations, to view the details of users and profile. Click on Add or Remove Users icon on the top bar of the window. A pop-up window Add or Remove Users from Reconciliations appears. All available users are displayed on the left side of the window. Here, you can select one or two or all users at a time and move them to the selected users list, which is on the right side. For an example, let's select the user Manish and click the right arrow icon to add him to the selected users list, and then click the Apply button to update the changes. Now, you can view the user Manish is successfully added to the users list. Let's remove the user from the users list. So, click the Add or Remove Users icon again. Here also, you can remove one or two or all users at a time and move them to all available users list, which is on the left side. Let's remove the same user Manish. Click the left arrow icon and move the user Manish from the right side, selected users list, to the left side, all available users list. Click the Apply button to update the changes. Now, you can view the user Manish as removed from the users list. Click on Add or Remove Profiles icon on the top bar of the window. A pop-up window Select Profile appears. All available profiles are displayed on the left side of the window. Here you can select one or two or all profiles at a time and move them to the Selected Profiles list, which is on the right side. For example, let's select two profiles, say HANA AWS and Hive JDBC. Click the right arrow icon to add the selected profiles to the Selected Profiles list, and then click the Apply button to update the changes. Now you can view the profiles are successfully added to the profiles list. The same selected user group can be used for editing and deleting function. Click the Edit icon, which displays an Edit User pop-up window. Here, you can edit the selected user group as per your requirement. Click the Update button to save the changes. Cancel button can be used to discard the information. Click the Close icon to close the window. To delete the user group, click the Delete icon, which displays a Delete pop-up window. Click the Delete button to delete the selected user group. Cancel button can be used to cancel the deletion. Click the Close icon to close the window. Now unselect the user group and click the Refresh icon to refresh the user group session page. Let's discuss in detail about data management. Click the Admin Console module. Hover on the security snippet and click Data Management option to navigate to Data Management Session page. The Data Management Session page consists of 6 tiles, such as Query Chain Snapshot Data, Reconciliation Scenario, Exception Data, Scenario Original Ingested Data, RD Internal Tables, Validation Scenario Exception Data, and others. Click the Query Chain Snapshot Data tile, which displays all the Query Chain Snapshot data. Each tile displays 2 icons and 2 bar graph visualizations. The first icon represents the table's count, and the second icon represents the rows count. Similarly, the first bar visualization represents allocated space, and the second one represents use space details. Selecting any tile displays a tabular grid that has different columns. The column table name displays the table's list. The column schema displays the schema details. The column RD object name displays the names of the objects. The column created on displays the created objects, date and time. The column data category displays the tile category. The column row counts displays the objects, row count details, and the column used space displays the object's used space details. Let's click on any query chain under the column RD object name. Say QC inner join on multiple tables that navigates to its edit page. Now let's navigate back to the data management session page. Click the reconciliation scenario, exception data tile, which displays all the TDRs and FDRs, scenarios, exceptions data. Let's click on any FDR or TDR under the column. RD object name, say TDR, data compare PostgreSQL versus MS SQL that navigates to its edit page. Now, let's navigate back to the data management session page. Click the scenario original ingested data tile, which displays all the TDRs and FDRs scenarios ingested data. Click the RD internal tables tile, which displays all the internal tables including the log details, and only our support team has access to these tables. Click the validation scenario exception data tile, which displays all the validations and bulk data, validations exception data. Click the Others tile, which displays all the remaining data, for example, say REST APIs, etc. Now click the query chain, snapshot, data tile again. Click the refresh icon to refresh the data management session page. For deleting any table or tables, select a table or multiple tables as per the requirement. For example, here, let's select the first 2 tables, then click the delete icon on the top bar, which pops up a confirm delete window. To confirm the deletion, click confirm. For canceling the deletion, click cancel. Click the close icon to close the window. Now, unselect the tables. For loading more rows into the page, click the Load More icon. For exporting the tabular data into CSV file, click the Export to CSV icon that downloads all the tabular grid details into a CSV file format. In the next video, we will discuss in detail about instance preferences, third-party integration, and server license configuration.